You know, over the years, one of the things that I really think is so important, you know, for ukulele players is one of the things that I've always believed in is trying to create different voicings, you know, for chords. I think is really the key to really changing up the sound of the instrument. You know, one of the unique characteristics of the instrument is the absence of bass notes. You know, traditionally the ukulele is strung with a high G as the fourth string. So your lowest note is your third string, which is like middle C on the piano. You know, and the funny thing about notes that lie in that register from middle C and above, your brain doesn't recognize those notes, and it doesn't put it in a bass function when you're listening to harmonies and things like that. And that is why with the ukulele it's so simple to play, because when you're playing chords, you don't have to worry about voice leading. You don't have to worry about the bass note resolving somewhere. You could play a D7 chord with a flat 7, you know, as the open C on the third string, you know, and then you can jump straight to a standard G voicing like this, and it's totally fine. The C, if you played that on guitar, you know, where you had a low C, okay, or if you had any other notes lower than that middle C, that C note would have to resolve to the third of going back to G. So this C should resolve to a B, which would be the third in G. And that's the way that it would make sense. If you played that same voicing on a guitar or a piano, it would sound wrong. But on the ukulele it doesn't. You know, because we're dealing with these upper register notes. You know, so that's a very, very unique thing about the ukulele. You're so free to play whatever you want. You know, of course, but then if you take it to that next level where you're conscious and aware of the notes that you're playing and where they're resolving, you know, then you can take your arrangement, your writing, your playing to another level now. Now you can be more aware in that sense. So this next song that I'm going to share with you is actually a tune where I really try to think about how every note resolves, you know, somewhere. Every note has somewhere to go, right? They all have, they're all busy. They all have some place they need to go to, so this is a song that was actually inspired by listening to a lot of piano players, because piano players have to constantly think about resolving, you know, their tone and where it's going, especially, you know, jazz pianists. You know, they're constantly figuring out, okay, where is this, you know, it's all about resolution, you know, and they're always trying to figure out, okay, you know, the real good ones are so good with just working the inner harmonies and just moving the notes that need to be moved. You know, the ones that can stay will stay, and then they create all kinds of different colors. You know, if you're playing with a band, and if I'm just strumming an open C chord like this, if I'm playing with a bass player and I'm just playing this, right? But the bass player's playing C, you know, he's just doom doom doom, right? And then he moves to an A. I don't have to change. I can stay like this. But then once he starts playing that A bass, now I'm playing an A minor 7. He's controlling me now, right? I have no control of what I'm playing, because now I'm like, no, I'm playing C, but once he plays A, now I'm playing a minor 7. Okay? If he plays an F, okay, guess what? Guess what this is now? Now I'm playing an F major 9. F bass there. See, so when the absence of the bass, you know, if you're playing solo arrangements, whatever you're playing is so vague, but that's the beauty of the instrument. That's the beauty of the instrument, you know. So I'm gonna play a song for you here, and this is a piece I call Piano Forte, because it was inspired by just the inner movement of a piano player, and it goes a little like